everybody! It's me, Arglefump, and this is part 3 of Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I have been live streaming this game every day this week because of the quarantine, the coronavirus quarantine in 2020. I hope that, you know, we'll be able to look back upon this time years from now, and we'll think it was just like a weird moment in our history, as opposed to us looking back, you know, years from now and realizing the coronavirus was the thing that destroyed society completely. Because some people are having a really hard time with the virus. So hopefully these silly live streams I do entertain people and help make things better for everyone. So speaking of rough times, oh, okay, well, let me put off the rough times talk for a moment. What I did here was, I got some money in between videos. That way I'd be able to afford the Kokiri shield, because I feel like I really want to have a shield. If I walk around in this game without a shield, you know, I feel kind of naked. Poor Link has nothing to protect himself besides this shield, the turtle shield, and that's not very useful. That's not very useful at all. So, what I'm gonna do now is go to the third dungeon of the game, Jabu-Jabu! Woohoo! Jabu-Jabu time. And while I'm there, I'll talk about some of the sad news. Okay, so YouTube totally screwed up my live streams, my 2 previous live streams. So, like the first one, it ends like 5 seconds before it should. And so, the video ends with me talking in the middle of a sentence. It's really weird. Also, it starts like 5 seconds later than it should. So the first 5 seconds are silence, and then I go, hey, everybody! And apparently there's no way to cut out that like 5 seconds of silence without getting rid of all of everybody's wonderful comments. So that's the sad news. And the sad news, something similar with the second video. And everybody's cool comments are just gone. Just gone. Your awesome comments. So hopefully this will be the first video. Hey, and I got a magic jar. Yay, the magic jar for your magic meter. So hopefully this will be the first video where the comments will actually be saved. Yay! Because you guys have some really, really awesome comments. So I'll try to do a better job of, like, reading people's comments out loud, just in case the comments aren't saved in the final video. Okay, so it looks like we've got a couple of people saying thanks to me for doing these videos. Well, I'm glad I can help in my own way. I'm just doing a casual playthrough of this game rather than like a super serious playthrough where I'm trying to get 100% of the items. It's just a casual playthrough at the end of the day after a day of well, I'm a stay-at-home parent, so after working all day and having dinner, I just am relaxing by playing a little bit of Zelda each day. So it's supposed to be relaxing to me. Glad to hear it's relaxing to other people too. I know lots of people are stressed about the coronavirus right now. Especially all those people who've lost their jobs and those things. Okay, so that's a chicken. I just abandoned the chicken in the water. I probably should not have, but I did. I did. Sorry. Yeah, okay, somebody's saying casual playthroughs are fun. More fun than super serious playthroughs. Well, cool. If you want to see, like, my super serious walkthrough for the game, I did it, what, like 8-10 years ago at this point? So there is, like, a cool, like, super intense walkthrough which covers everything that I've done. So because this is me playing the game for the second time, I feel less pressure. Although I have no idea what I'm going to call these videos. Do I just call it, like, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Part 1? Do I call it Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Livestream Playthrough? Playthrough number 2? I don't know. Anyway, we're here in Zora's domain. So, just like the Goron area, Zora's domain has problems. I think Ganondorf caused big problems for the Zoras. So these are what the Zoras are looking like. They look like this. They're giant fish people. Oh, my dear Princess Rudo, where has she gone? I'm so worried. Yeah, the princess is gone. Poor princess. Yeah, we call it Legend of Zelda Quarantine Edition. Good joke. Okay, so the diving game is 20 rupees. So this is gonna be a fun game. Yeah, mega marathon when I'm only playing one game. I don't know. So this is a cool little challenge. Yeah, I guess just call it a corn stream. Okay, I have 50 seconds to get all the money. Oh wow, I got some of the money. So you want to swim over a blue rupee and then press the A button to dive. And it doesn't really look like Link can do much swimming around, so it's like I can't swim from the one rupee to the other one. I don't have enough time for that. Yeah, and they're really cool fish people. I like it. So you say you have some connection with Hyrule's royal family. Well, what do you want from us? And I believe most of the Zora are male. Yeah, I think Princess Rudo is the only one who's visibly female. I mean, she's visibly different from all the others. So is the king. The king looks different from all the others too. But other than that, all the Zora look exactly alike. So same with the Gorons. You might have noticed all the Gorons look exactly the same except for Darunia. He's got a beard, which makes him different. Well, with the Zora, they all look the same except for their two leaders. Let's see what the king says when I wear that silly mask. Ho ho! You're such silly creatures. Yeah, Zora are cool. I really like them. What a graceful dive. Now please take this. This is a scale of our kind. You can dive deeper under the water. Woo! So now we have the silver scale. And people in the live stream are talking about chicks. Ow! Oh my gosh, what was that? Ouch! Ow! Oh dear. That wasn't good. That was not good at all. But yeah, I can dive much, much farther this time. I can dive much farther, twice as far. And I can actually go out over here. What's this in the lake? It's a thingamabobber. Woo! And we got an empty bottle with, wait a minute, something's inside it already. And over here in this direction is the water temple, which nobody really likes playing. Yeah. So I understand lots of people are more people than normal are getting chickens and chicks because of the coronavirus. Yeah, I think like 2 or 3 of our friends have gotten chicks. And then our friends who already have chickens are just sort of just shaking their heads sadly at some of the mistakes people are making with their chicken raising. And let's call Saria. Yeah, in real life, Link would have died on that dive. That would have been like dead dive. So talk to Saria. Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me? Are you collecting spiritual stones? Do you have one more to find? the spiritual stone of water, don't you? The great Deku tree told me that King Zora has it. Yeah, so that's how Saria works. You can talk to her at any point. And let's read the letter. Huh? It looks like there's something already inside this bottle. A letter. Help me! I'm waiting for you inside Lord Jabu-Jabu's body. Rudo. P.S. Don't tell my father! Yeah, a lot of people are... That's the reason why people are getting chickens. It's because of eggs. It's a lot easier to get eggs if you have chickens. As opposed to buying them from the store. Because of the quarantine, a lot of stores are running out of eggs. Eggs, meat, and toilet paper. But not ice cream. I've noticed ice cream has been in steady supply. Also milk. So are you ready for the awesomest cutscene we're gonna see in a while? King Zora, when we show him the letter, he is going to move. Let's see, she's inside Lord Jabu-Jabu, not possible. He's our guardian god, Lord Jabu-Jabu. He'd never eat my dear Princess Rudo. But since that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu-Jabu's been a little green around the gills. This seems clear. Of course you will go find Rudo. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu-Jabu. I'll keep the letter, you keep the bottle. Take it respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Rudo immediately. Zora! Here we go. Oi. 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 Okay, so what I'm hearing from the live stream is different places are having different rules. So some places only let you buy 1 or 2 gallons of milk at a time. Some places have plenty of eggs, some places have no eggs. That's sort of the weird thing about the quarantine, is it just seems to be different for everyone. So like, for example, some states have like beaches, their beaches are open right now. And then other states, if you step outside, your neighbors are gonna be jerks and call the police on you. Oeep, 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 oeep. You've got to love, yeah, you've got to love King Zora. He's the best. So this right here is a puzzle. What you're supposed to do is drop a fish to get inside Lord Jabu-Jabu. The alternate strategy is to like do a jump and get inside his mouth there. I'll try it one more time. Because yesterday I showed off a speedrun strategy. Might as well show off a speedrun strategy today. I can't see anything. Yeah, see, I almost got it, but yeah, you can actually jump inside his mouth and get into the dungeon without a fish that way. So that's a little skip, but the correct way is to dump a fish in front of Lord Jabu-Jabu. He opens his mouth and then just sucks everything in! And yeah, this is so cool. We're inside like a giant fish. Oh man, I feel like Jonah in the whale. Yeah, and I like having this shield. This shield is great for those enemies. And then these enemies are just bubbles. Okay, bubble enemies. So you want to use your slingshot here to destroy that. And go on to the next room. Okay, avoid the jellyfish. Those jellyfish enemy are jellyfish enemies are nasty. Just keep going forward to the next room. I like this dungeon. I like this dungeon. And here we go, Princess Ruto. Oh yeah, she's the only Zora who's different, as I said. So she's actually the same size as Link. All the others were like adult size. This one's clearly a child. Who are you? I'm Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father's worried about me? I don't care. Anyway, I can't come home right now, and you get out of here, understand? Oh no! Oh no, she fell down the hole. Well, we've got to save her. We've got to save her. Oh my gosh, we need to save her. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been playing inside Lord Jabu-Jabu's belly since I was a baby, but he's very strange today. There are like electrical jellyfish and holes around. On top of that, I lost my precious stone. You, go home, now. Oh, come on, princess. I cannot leave right now. You're that worried about me? Then I'll give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You better believe me. And Link just screams. Okay, so now we get to pick up Princess Ruto and carry her around the dungeon. Yay! Yeah, so she wanted to go inside and save the dungeon from the evil monster herself. Well, that's not gonna happen. Now I'm going to destroy the evil monster. With her help, I suppose. With her help. There are a couple of, like, switches, like this one. Oh no, now the room is filled with water. Where did the princess go? No, seriously, where did she go? Did she disappear? Guys, I lost the princess and it's only been like a minute. Oh no. Oh dear. So she shows up there at the at this area where we first saw her. So if you ever lose her, she comes back here. Ouch! Okay, let me do that room correctly. What you're supposed to do is throw her across the other side, and then you jump on here. Then you follow her. Basically, you step on the switch to fill the room with water so you can follow her. Ouch! We have another switch hanging from the ceiling, so hit it with your slingshot. Then go through the door. Those bubbles are really not being friendly to me. Oh. So in this room, what you do is you just wait for the platform, which goes up and down. You jump on top of it, and we're gonna ride this back to the room, the second room of the dungeon, where we already were. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. So remember this? This is a room where we first met Princess Ruto. And I try to remember, okay, so this green thing is over here on the left. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So the green thing is over there on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side, depending on which direction I'm coming from. I want to remember that. I want to remember that because we are going to get items. So let's see. think I stand on this switch. Oh, I need somebody on this switch at all times. Okay, so I have Rudo stand, or, well, sit on the switch. While I cannot do anything in this room. This room is not a room I can do yet. Okay, never mind. Looks like I was supposed to go right instead of left at the start of this room. It can be a bit of a maze here. Oh man, these electrical enemies. All the enemies in this dungeon are super electric. They're electrical. So this is what we needed Princess Rudo for. 2 switch puzzles. Number 1, stand on the switch with Princess Rudo. Link can't stand on that switch by himself, he needs Princess Rudo. So that gives me access to this room, and in this room we need to fight all the enemies. Looks like it takes two hits to defeat those enemies. They have a brief invincibility period in between hits. So they're like manta rays? They're like flying manta ray enemies. Let's see what they're called. Stingers. Stingers. I do not know what Lord Jabu-Jabu has been eating. All sorts of monsters, it looks like. Okay, what's inside the treasure chest? It is the boomerang! On the select item subscreen, you can set it to up, down, left, or right. Use it to attack distant enemies using whatever button it is assigned to. The boomerang! Get yours today! So that's the item of the dungeon. My trusty boomerang. And it should destroy all of these monsters. Let's see, so there's a red monster. I'm trying not to die here. Okay, so there's a red monster there. And then a reddish-blue monster there. And what did we have here? Another reddish monster. So now I'm going to set Princess Rudo down. And here we go. I'm going to defeat this red monster with my trusty boomerang. Ow! Ow, that monster hit me. I kind of have to stay over here at the bottom to lure the monster down. And then I just hit the top of the monster several times. And what do I get? You found the dungeon map, allowing you to see where you are in this dungeon. Okay, there's Princess Rudo. She looks kind of mad. But yeah, because I defeated that red slimy tentacle, it's because I cut off the red tail. So that's how we're supposed to beat this dungeon. We're supposed to defeat all those tentacles. I needed the green one. I need to get rid of that green tentacle. And in this room, it looks like I have 40 seconds. Jeez. Talk about pressure. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. I always assumed those red monsters were like octopus tentacles or squid tentacles. You got the compass! Yay! Hooray! So now we can see what the dungeon looks like. We're basically here at the top part of the dungeon. I want to fill out all those areas on the top. Then we're going to drop back down through where that green tentacle is. But first, let's finish this top area, shall we? Oh man, that area is still filled with a monster, huh? Okay. Is this area open now? This area is open now. Okay, great. Okay, it's got a tentacle monster here, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Parasitic tentacle is the name for this enemy. Take that, parasite. Okay, so I think we've got another tentacle over here. Yep, this is the green one. And you'll notice my boomerang works against these jellyfish enemies as well. Beery, that's what we call them. Beery, huh? You can also use your boomerang to try to get things like this rupee. That works too. It doesn't necessarily attack enemies. It also picks up items. Ouch. Yes, parasitic tentacles does sound like the name of like a heavy metal band. Okay, so we're finished with the top part of the dungeon here. And the one I'm looking for, that green tentacle thingy, was here, but now it's gone, so I can drop down here to this area. Oh yeah, and the boomerang is really good for killing these skulltulas. So a bunch of the skulltulas that I couldn't get earlier, like there's one inside the Deku tree. Now I can actually get them with the boomerang. So notice this platform I'm on is really high up. The only way you can reach it is from falling from above. That's the only way you can reach it. If you fell down any of the other holes, you would land in these areas instead. Okay. So does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know if anybody's actually watching this as a guide to know how to solve the puzzles in the game. But I just thought I'd explain anyway. Okay, so she is looking for the spiritual stone of the Ruto, or of the Zoras. So I throw her on here, and she got it. She got the spiritual stone, but why did she get it? I need to get it. Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Jabu-Jabu swallowed it. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So take me home right now. Jeez, somebody is a bossy pants. Okay, I'll take... Uh-oh. She got Zora Sapphire! Yeah, what is this, an octopus? Mini-boss time, everyone. Is this the first mini-boss of the game? It's like a Zelda tradition to have a mini-boss. So what you can do is you use your boomerang on this enemy. You want to hit the enemy from behind. Ouch. Let's see if I can get closer to the enemy. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, I don't remember this enemy. Oh no, it's spinning in the other direction. As you can see, when you hit the enemy, it fades in place for a bit. It stays in place for a bit. Oh, there it goes. And it started changing directions. What do you have to say, Navi? It's called a big octo. You want to attack it from behind. Okay, so I'll keep trying this strategy. Hopefully it will turn around this time. Yeah, no, it keeps running at me. A couple of the other times I turned around, you saw. There we go, that's it. So I guess you just have to be patient and hope it turns around. Yep, that looks like that's it. Just stand close to it. Use your boomerang. It looks like the room outside this one is green. Like, we can look through. Those are green walls. Also, yes, somebody's saying if we do this, if you get hit by the enemy will change directions, making it slightly easier to hit the enemy. So that would be another strategy. Oh man, the timing there was just not my friend. So I'll go back to my original strategy. Oh, come on! Stop dodging my boomerang attacks. There we go, that's it. One more hit ought to do it. Nope, that's it, done. Okay, defeated the enemy. Now you can go over here. And it takes you up to this room on the second floor. This room is kind of a fun one. What you need to do is hit this enemy, jump onto it, hit the other enemy, and jump onto it. And I'm just gonna totally ignore the other enemy in the room. Because I don't really care about that enemy. Okay, so here you want to go across the top of the room, jump onto this platform. That lowers it down. So now we have that switch over there. I'm gonna place a block on that switch. Yeah, so by lowering that, it gives us access to a brand new area. This is that second room of the dungeon, the one we've been in a few times. It's got that platform going up and down. Let's look at the map. See, second room of the dungeon. Second room of the dungeon. Yeah, too bad there is no victory music. I hear a skulltula enemy, but I do not see a skulltula enemy. In order to reach the boss, what we have to do is sort of climb up here. There's a skulltula, found it. Wow, I am missing. Okay, let me just use my slingshot here. Do 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 do. Yeah, so this is the tricky one. I need to hit that switch. And I got it on my first try. So there's a wall right in front of me, this wall here, making it hard for me to hit that switch. And here we go, boss time, everyone. So this dungeon introduced the idea of mini-bosses. Later dungeons are, I think every dungeon after this is going to have a boss key. So it's going to have a special key that you need to find in order to open the door to the boss's room. So that's going to make those dungeons a bit trickier because, you know, you have to find the map. Well, you don't have to find the map, but you have to find the item and you have to find the boss key. So there's more to find in those dungeons. Okay, so this is a parasitic jellyfish. Oh man, those parasitic jellyfish. They swim around the monster, aim for the body. I think what you want to do is hit its 3 tentacles. It has 3 tentacles, connecting it to the ceiling. Destroy all 3 of the tentacles. And now it's not connected to the ceiling. But now it's got jellyfish here. So I think you want to hit the main body like this. Hit the main body like that. And here it gets trickier because now it has jellyfish shields. So you kind of want to hope to get lucky with your boomerang throws. Got it, okay. And in this phase, this boss has a lot of phases. It's different from the previous bosses. See, it's got its jellyfish buddies here. Just sort of attack its jellyfish buddies. And now that I've defeated like 3 of the jellyfish buddies, it's a lot easier to hit the body, right? He's got a much more, a larger, I guess you would say, weak point. More vulnerable areas. Okay, got your jellyfish guards. They're all gone. Nothing left besides the body. So I use my boomerang to hit it, and then I just whack it to pieces. It can shoot electricity at me here, so just dodge. I really do like this battle. It's kind of long, but it's very intense too. It's not like, say, other bosses that have multiple phases and then one phase is like super unfair or super difficult. They're all pretty easy in terms of difficulty. There's like no phase which I think was unfair in that battle. So this is cool. That wasn't so bad. We defeated the monster. And of course, I get a heart container. Yay! Here's Princess Rudo. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little lonely. I don't know. I don't think you're lonely. I mean, I think she was very, very lonely. And she's very glad to have been saved by such a handsome hero. Whoa, whoa, personal space! Personal space, Rudo! Don't get that close to me. You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would, anyway. Well, just a little. Anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Do you want a spiritual stone? Yes, I do. You mean that spiritual stone of water, Zora Sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me. She said I should only give it to the man who's going to be my husband. You might call it my engagement ring. All right. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire. Oh, she has a little crush on Link. It's cute. Although kind of awkward that she's going to marry me now. That is a little awkward. Does Link know what that means? Does he even know what marriage is? You've obtained Zora's Sapphire, the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession. You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones! Go back to see Princess Zelda! Don't tell my father! Okay, so, that was basically all I wanted to accomplish in this video. I wanted to beat this dungeon. So what should I do now? I'll let you people in the live stream chat decide. Is there anything you want me to do here before I switch to the second half of the game, the second major part of the game? So, like, did you want me to go to Lon-Lon Ranch, or did you want me to try to sell some masks, or go to the graveyard, or whatever? Is there anything else you want to see me do as Child Link before continuing on to the second half of the game where I get to play as adult Link? So yeah, Link has no idea what marriage is, just judging from that text box. I think he will be forever confused. Oh wow, 2 votes for Lon-Lon Ranch. Let's do it, everyone. Let's go to Lon-Lon Ranch. So if you have the chicken, what you could do is you'd use the chicken to get this piece of heart. That chicken, which I oh so cruelly abandoned. 3 votes for the ranch. Okay, 3 votes for the ranch. Let's do it. Ow! So let's go to the ranch. We've got a couple of things we can do here. We can get a bottle. We can get like a piece of heart, unless I'm mistaken. And I believe we can also get a new song. So I'm gonna talk to this guy, get some magic seeds. Magic beans. They aren't selling very well. 10 rupees for a piece. And you can plant magic beans pretty much anywhere in this game. I'll get a couple of them here. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They're getting to be quite popular. So you plant them around in little holes like this, right next to that guy. There are holes in the ground that you can plant your magic beans. I believe when you're an adult, they grow up and then you can travel on them. Either that or you water them and then you can travel on them. Something like that. Yeah, does anybody like somebody's saying they don't like that salesman shady tactics. Yeah, you notice he changes the price. The price goes up by 10 every single time you talk to him. What a jerk. What a jerk. So yeah, is there any... I'm trying to remember if there are any like specific magic bean places that we need to fill up on. Because if not, I think they're mostly there to get you like a piece of heart, most of them. I do not already have Epona. I do not already have Epona. Okay, so somebody is correcting me saying, in Majora's Mask, you have to water the plants with the magic beans. In this game, you don't have to. In this game, they grow up when you're an adult. So let's see, I imagine the ranch is closed here because I'm an adult. But this allows me to show off nighttime. When it's nighttime, you can get gold skulltulas. So that skulltula would not have been there if it was daytime. I think there's one in the tree as well. Yep. So I need it to be daytime here. Oh yeah, get the sun song as well when I'm young. Okay. Well, then that'll be like the two things I do here. I'll do Epona's Ranch, I'll get the sun song, sell a mask, and then go to the second main part of the game. It feels like it's the second half of the game, although it's technically not, because we've got 5 more dungeons and I've only beaten 3. I guess 5 or 6 more dungeons. So this is more like the opening third of the game that I'm in right now. Yeah, so this is like the first third of the game. Doesn't really matter. So Lon-Lon Ranch. Here we have the chicken challenge. Mumble, mumble, I'm awake already. What? Well, I'll be, if it ain't the forest kid from the other day. Thanks a lot for waking me up. Took some doing, but I finally got Melon back in a good mood. So what are you up to today? Got some free time on your hands, you say? How about a little game? These 3 cuckoos I have here are special super cuckoos. I'll throw them into that gaggle normal cuckoos. If you can pick out these 3 special birds from among normal cuckoos within the time limit, I'll give you something good. Okay, 10 rupees to play. So the easiest way to play this game is to basically cheat and throw the chickens into the corner there. I mean, this isn't perfect, obviously. It can be difficult. But if you throw all those chickens into the little corner there, it makes it way easier to find the 3 special ones. Okay, that should be enough. So let's play this game. 30 seconds. That's one of them. Come on, be another one. Ah, that's another one. And that's the 3rd one. By golly, I found them all. It's technically not cheating, but it's basically cheating. Would you like to marry Malin? Yeah! Just kidding. Just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, kiddo. Oh, I'm proud to present you a sample of our very own Lon-Lon milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want. Woo! So that's cool. We have a bottle with milk. Yeah, so, I mean, that's not really cheating, but it is sort of cheating, yeah. And there's this guy. Aye, the great Ingo. I can't believe I'm working on the stump of a ranch. That owner is so lazy. I always have to do all the work. I, the hard-working Ingo, should always be in charge, not that lazy bum. Yeah, Rudo wouldn't be very mad. Link is already engaged. Yeah, Link's already engaged. He should not be, he's engaged to the Princess Rudo. He should not be making any promises about marrying Malin. Well, let's meet our bride-to-be, maybe. Oh, it's the fairy boy again. I heard you found my dad. I did. Did you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Hee hee. Yeah, Link's 10 years old and he's already engaged to 2 different girls. Oh my gosh. At least he's getting engaged to girls who are his own age. I have to introduce you to my friend, Fairy Boy. Her name's Epona. Isn't she cute? Aww, Epona is afraid of you, Fairy Boy. My mother made this song. Isn't it nice? Let's play it together. Cute ocarina. Are you gonna play this song with that ocarina? And here's our new song, Epona's Song. You've learned Epona's Song. And there's that creepy owl watching us the whole time. Thank you, creepy owl. Aww, and now Epona loves me. Because of that song. Isn't that sweet? So I do like the idea of Link and Malon growing older together and falling in love. I think it works because she's basically like one of the few characters in this game that isn't involved in the main storyline of like saving the world. As opposed to Princess Ruto, she's gonna end up being one of the 7 sages. Actually, pretty much everyone in this game is gonna end up being one of the sages that Link needs to save. So, it's like, she's the only normal person in this game, you could say. That's a weird way of putting it, but yeah, that's basically it. So that's why I think their relationship might be sweet. It's because it's like, well, theirs is the only relationship that's not tainted by this whole saving the world, 7 sages, spirit of time, temple stuff. And over here is where we have the hidden area. It's kind of hard to find. You need to push those milk boxes away in a very specific area in order to get this piece of heart. Now in the second game, Majora's Mask, she gets kidnapped by aliens, yeah. Yeah, what did happen to Malon's mother? Is her mother dead? I think. Yeah, so, you know, if you go with the idea that at the end of this game, Link needs a normal life, then Malon's basically your only choice, because everybody else is too much entrenched in the mystery. But, you know, there are some people that think, hey, well, you know, after this, Link and Zelda need to be the ones that, you know, are together, because they're the only ones who technically remember each other and can hang out with each other. That seems to be indicated, like, by the start of Majora's Mask. It seems to indicate, hey, Zelda's one of the few people who actually remembers what happens in this game. Everybody else just sort of has their memories wiped, I suppose. And like I said, the characters who are the 7 sages, they sadly, I guess get to hang out in the spiritual realm, being sages forever. And Link is a rancher in Twilight Princess, so maybe he is the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson of this Link, who married Malon and then started a family tradition of being in a ranch. I think in a later video, I will discuss the Zelda timeline theory. Not yet. We haven't gotten to the part where the timeline splits, so it wouldn't make any sense for us to discuss timeline theory at this point. But the timeline theory has its own ideas about what happened after this game. Now, the two, like, what do you call them? I forget what we call it. The Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons games. They basically came out shortly after this one, I believe. So that also have Zelda and Impa and various characters from Ocarina of Time. And I imagine people who are fans of Zelda just will argue all day long over whether those are supposed to be the exact same characters or not. Is that the same Zelda, or is it a different Zelda? Is it the same Link or a different Link? Okay, so I'm gonna give this guy a mask. Wahaha! Is that the Key Something character mask? I heard he's very popular recently. He's my boy's favorite, that Key Something mask. If you don't mind, sell it to me. You really are Mr. Hero. Okay, so he gave me 15 rupees for that 10 rupee mask. Great, so we made a profit of 15 rupees. And then let's see. I've only been live streaming for about an hour. I've been trying to keep these live streams at about an hour. So let's just do the Sun Song. We'll do the Sun Song and end the video there. And in the next video, we'll get to start with all those cool scenes of us saving Princess Zelda. Because that's what Navi said when we talked to Navi. Navi said, Link, you need to go see Princess Zelda. Are we going to go save her? Are we going to see her? Are we going to stand around and do nothing? I don't know. Let's be in the next video. We'll find out. You know, I just thought of something. So we've got that little boy who's wandering the graveyard. I kind of walked past him. Wow, that is a creepy close-up. Is that the only other little boy in this game, that little boy? Because if so, then our friend Malin has no choice. She'll have to marry him because he's the only other little boy, I think. Yep, that little boy. Yeah, making sense of the Zelda timeline is very confusing. Like, 1 to 2/3 of it makes sense, and then other times you have to use filler. Like, for example, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but Link's Awakening, that's a weird game to try to fit into the timeline, because the story is Link is asleep while he's on the ocean somewhere. He's sailing somewhere, and that's basically the story. So you could basically fit that into any sort of timeline you want. There's really no connection between it and the previous games. I think I'll just get closer to these enemies first. 'Cause I think in this room, we need to destroy the enemies. Okay, there's another enemy. Got it. Now, because this game is super popular, it's one of the most popular Zelda games, and because we have that whole time travel thing, we can say there are multiple timelines based on this one, so this is generally the starting point of everybody's, like, multiple timelines theory. Oh man, these monsters. They are just terrifying. They're terrifying. I don't know, some people are saying Link's Awakening takes place between 1 and 2, games 1 and 2. I always thought it took place after game number 3, myself. Mainly because it came out right after game number 3, so he looks just like the Link from game number 3. So even something simple as that, we can argue about where the games are. Okay, so this is a poem about moon to sun, sun to moon. It's the secret melody of the Composer Brothers. Yeah, because Link and Link's Awakening, and then Link and, what's the Super Nintendo one? The other one, the one that everybody loves. Link to the Past, I think. Yeah. So, Link in those games, he has long sideburns. His sideburns, like, go down past his cheeks. Whereas this Link does not have sideburns. The game with past in the title doesn't have time travel? Weird. I don't know, Ocarina of Time. This is Ocarina of Time. This game has time travel, right? So what it said right there, sorry, we're getting distracted here. You people in the chat are too interesting. I'm getting distracted from the actual game. It said that you can bring peace to the restless dead with that song. These enemies are restless dead. That is restless dead right there. Those enemies. So what you do is you play that song that will freeze the enemies into place. Other than that, whenever you play the sun song, it changes from nighttime to daytime. So like now it's nighttime. Whereas previously it was grave time, not grave time, it was daytime. So I'm Dampy, the gravekeeper, and he's got a job for us. What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out when I start digging? We'll find out. Oh, I didn't mean to that. So basically he starts digging. You want him to dig in areas like this, which has sand, as opposed to just digging on the stones. And it takes a long time for him to walk anywhere. Dampy is super slow. So this puzzle can be kind of tricky. It's random. I believe it's random every time you play the game. So if you're unlucky, like the piece of heart is hidden at the very end of his tour, and you have to wait a minute for him to walk there. So I'll try that again. Hey, 5 rupees. Okay. So here's the next area that's soft. Good area for digging. Have him take one step forward and have him dig now. Dampé's kind of an old guy. Oh. That is true, though. What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out when I dig for you? Come on, Dampé. Turn around, Dampé. Oh, man. So he was digging in the spot in between these two? That's not fair. That's not fair in the slightest. Okay, let's see if he digs here. Oh, wow! 20 rupees. Woo! And then here's one of the final spots. Let's see. He walks here. Oh! Anybody else here a skulltula? I do. Okay, dig here, sir. Wow, gold. Yeah, not gold. Here, I'll just use my slingshot. I'll have him take one step forward. Dig, sir. Dig, sir. Nothing. Nothing. Oh. is Dampy's tour. Oh, here are the last 2 spots, I guess. So unless I messed up on one of those spots. Yeah, unless I messed up on one of those spots earlier. The piece of heart has to be here. Come on, sir, you can dig. Oh. It really does feel like I've messed up on those spots. In my defense, it's kind of tough. Yep, nope. Oh, man. Oh, maybe these 2 are the final spots. Anyway, that's Dampé's grave digging tour. And if you're lucky, you get the piece of heart right at the start. If you're not, you have bad luck like me. And then lost all your money on worthless stuff. So let's see. I do want to show off the windmill. It's pretty awesome. And I have 13 skulltulas, so I can get a thing from the skulltula people. The windmill has the coolest music. Yeah, that was a robbery. Definitely grave robbery. Stole all of my money. Let's see, can I actually steal that piece of heart with my boomerang? Let's see. You're supposed to wait until you're older before you can get this boomerang. I always feel bad for Windmill Dude. Yeah. Ah. I guess your aim has to be kind of perfect in order to get that particular piece of heart as a kid. Ah! Okay. Well then never mind that piece of heart. Oh yeah, there should be a skulltula here. Oh yeah, there should be a couple here actually. Link, stop falling off. I think there's another one on the side of the building here. So House of Skulltula. So all these people have been cursed and turned into Skulltulas. When you defeat 10 gold Skulltulas, this guy goes back to normal. And he gives you an adult's wallet. Now you can hold 200 rupees. So that's why you collect gold skulltulas everywhere. You get random rewards. That's one of the cool ones, right? Let's see, is there another gold skulltula on the side of this building here? I feel like there is. Yep. Okay, I'm almost going to an hour and 10 minutes. Oh no. Yeah, that was a giant spire. Yeah, no. That's because those were very greedy humans. They were cursed because they were evil villains. And they are cursed to become human spiders. That's the story behind those characters. If you talk to the spiders, they tell you the storyline. I just did it. Sorry. I probably should have talked to them. Man, there's another one here. Yep, they only come out at nighttime. Well, some of them do. How many do I have now? 17. Yeah, I could defeat like 3 more and then get another one. Yeah, human-sized spider. Oh yeah, now I can lose twice as much money to Tampei. Man, that's great. Okay, so here... I'll just use my bombs to open up this area. And hopefully get this golden skulltula before nighttime ends. Give me another one. I don't think regular skulltulas are people. I think it's just these ones in the House of Skulltula. I think those are the only spiders. All the other spiders in the game are real spiders. These people are just half human, half spiders. You can't actually attack the ones that are inside the house, the ones that are cursed humans. Those ones are human, and so we cannot attack them. Oh, hey, and there's if you bomb that wall, it doesn't look like there's anything there if you bomb that wall. And it's daytime. Okay, so I don't think I can get inside here. Yep, I cannot. So I can't get inside there in time. Wait a minute. I have the sun song. So let's do the sun song. So now it's nighttime here in the city. And that should give us like a skulltula or something. So let's see. Is there a skulltula I can destroy here? Huh. I thought there was like one hanging on the wall or something. Guess I'm wrong. And here's the warp between Goron City and Link's, the Kokiri Forest. I changed my mind and decided I'll get 20 gold skulltulas because I'm so close. I only need 2 more. I'm pretty sure I can get 2 of them here. And there should be another place for me to put my seed. Yay, here we go. So put my seed into place here. And that's it. I'm all out of the magic beans, the magic seeds. Isn't there like a golden skulltula at the edge of the Deku tree? I guess it might be the other edge. Let's go to his other side. Guess I'm wrong. So where's the one inside the Deku tree? I sure hope my memory isn't, like, failing me here. Secret side room on the bottom, perhaps? Yeah, I think this is it. Secret side room on the bottom. I'm sure if you check the internet, there are tons of guides telling you where every single gold skulltula in the game is located. But it's kind of difficult to get all, like, 100 of them. It's far easier just to, use a glitch in order to get most of them. Okay, so here's an area that I totally ignored the first time I played through this dungeon. Jeez. Get those enemies out of the way. So what you need to do is burn that fire area and then use bombs. Use a bomb to destroy this wall. So it's basically an area that you're forced to return to later on in the game. Here's the giant spiders, yeah. Those are those giant spiders, definitely. For getting all the gold skulltulas, you get a special reward. That guy basically gives you 200 rupees every single time you visit him. And notice how we've got a gold skulltula right by the map? That indicates we've gotten all the gold skulltulas in this dungeon. So, yeah. So there's a gold skulltula in the second dungeon, which is hard to reach unless you're an adult. Okay, so I think there's another one which is on the outside of one of the houses. I think it's either Saria's house or the Three Brothers' house. One of the houses in Kokiri Village. Do we call it the village? Do we call it the forest? Yeah, the map trick is not obvious because the third dungeon is the first one that you can get all the gold skulltulas on in one go. So on the first try, all the others you have to revisit the dungeon later in order to get the final skulltulas, like I did just now. Yeah, I think with the guy who gives you like 200 rupees for finding all the gold skulltulas, unless I'm mistaken, you can leave and then return in order to get more gold skulltulas. I mean to get more 200 rupees. He basically gives you an infinite amount of money. So that's nice. Okay, so I didn't see the skulltula behind any of the houses. So it must be this one. Whoops. Navi's gonna tell me to go back to Hyrule Castle and meet Princess Zelda again. Poor me, I'm almost dying. Let's see, I think the fastest way back to the House of Skulltula is actually gonna be here. Yeah, the graphics for this game have really held up. Yeah, I mean, they still look pretty good. Even though the game is 20-something years old. You're not my mom, Navi. You can't tell me what to do. You can stop bossing me around anytime, Navi. Yeah, wow, that is really annoying, that beep, 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 beep sound. Okay, got a heart. Yay, now I'm not dying. So now let's see which one of these people is now a person. It's this guy over here. Now he's a human because I defeated 20 skulltulas. I lifted the curse. He gives me the Stone of Agony. That causes your rumble feature to react to nearby secrets. So whenever you are above a mysterious hole in the ground, it goes wiggle waggle, wiggle waggle. I believe there's one by the tree here. So let's see, do I have my Stone of Agony? Do I need to actually equip it in some way? I'm trying to use it to find the magic hole here. Yeah, I'm not really feeling anything here. It could be that I have to get rid of that guy because he's standing in the way. Yeah, come on, Stone of Agony. You're supposed to help me out here. I could have sworn there was like a secret hole in the ground here. Oh, well. Put a bomb at the tree's base. That should do it. Okay, we'll try. It's deeper into the town. It's just really finicky. Yeah, no, I'm not really finding it. This is too tough for me. Oh well. Let's talk to our friend Saria and then end the video. How's that?
Listen.
Link, it's Saria. Can you hear me? Link? I don't know what it is. I have a feeling of dread. The castle. Something bad happening at the castle. Do you want to talk to her again? No. 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 So I'll save my game here. And that'll be it. Thanks for watching! As I promised, the next video will start with Link going to the castle where we have fancy scenes with Princess Zelda.